Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I hope you are fine and in the best of your health and spirits. Dear students, today we are going to do the summary of the unit The White Lamb by Sero Khanzadian. And this is very interesting story. And this story is basically written by Sero Khanzada. And in this story we find a few characters never said and there is another character whose name is Ashok. And what is the story about? This is basically a very simple yet very interesting story, or we can call it a very interesting plot. It exposition or introduction, we are going to introduce with the two main characters at the very beginning, Neversaid and Ashak. Ashak is basically the nephew of Neversaid, and how this Ashak is with Neversaid. In this story, we are going to get the whole main idea of the story. And in the story, Neversaid is an old man and he lives alone, and his wife died many years ago, and he raised his nephew basically, and his name is Ashok, after his parents died of starvation during the war. So this is basically about a character Ashok who has been raised by his uncle, and his name is Navarset, and how he has been raised because his parents has been died during the war. So Arshak lives out of the country because of his job, and Navarset was in the orchard of someone, and he was doing some work over there, and he has been told that Arshak has come. So this information is given to him by a person that his nephew, or as he calls him, his son, has come back from his job. He is now back to his country. And when Neverset gets this news, he gets very excited because he wanted to meet his nephew Arshak, because Arshak has been to another country, to out of the country, almost 10 years ago, and he gets back to the country after 10 years, and Neverset becomes very happy, and he arranges everything that he could do for his nephew, because he wanted to make his nephew happy. And he gets the largest watermelon epic sweet figs from the tree, and the best of all, that he brings the lamb that he had been saving for a special occasion. So these are the things that he brought so that he could make Ashok happy, and make the dinner or make the lunch a very exciting one and very entertaining one. And as Neversaid was in some of the orchard, and he brings what he brings number one, he brings some sweet figs from the tree, and he brings some of the watermelon, so that he could make the dinner or the lunch very exciting one. So he wanted to make basically the occasion very special one, and he also cleans the whole house for this nephew Arshak. While waiting for Arshak, Neversaid thinks about all the beautiful time that he has spent with his little child when he was a little child. Now he is remembering the whole time that he had spent with Arshak when he was a little child living with Neversaid, and the time when he carried Arshak on his back in the orchard, and Arshak fell from the tree, and some one time that he broke his leg, and Neverset carried him to the doctor, and he also spotted the cot on which Arshak slept for many years. Like these are the things that he is remembering, and the ball and the spoon that Arshak used to eat with. Now you can see the connection with the things that the Neverset had, that Arshak used to eat with the bowl and the spoon, and he had kept them all such thing as a memory. So a very interesting story that we are reading. And Neverset neighbors tell him that Ashak is at the chairman's house. Since then he has got the news that the Ashak is back. He has been waiting for him. Now the time is almost evening time, and the dusk has come, and he has been waiting for it. And Neverset neighbors tell him that Ashak is at the chairman's house, and whenever he gets free from that meeting, he will be back. And he will meet his uncle. And Neverset is waiting for him, and very anxiously. But then after some time, although he has been waiting for him, but the time gets and meets to the night, and the neighbor grandson to the chairman's house and goes and tells Arshak that he is at home and waiting for him. Like everybody knows that Neversaid is very excited and he wanted to meet his only nephew, but Arshak is not back. Still, he is in a meeting. He's in a meeting with his chairman, and what the message that he received, never said received, because he has sent a person to give a message to Arshak that never said is waiting for him and everything that he has been arranged. And what the message that never said has got, that he has got that okay, all right, he'll be back. The night falls, and while waiting for Arshak, never said falls asleep because the night was approaching, and now he was about to sleep, and he falls asleep almost on the table. In the morning, when he gets up, and the neighbors knocks the door and tells him that Arshak is leaving. Never said gets frustrated, and he was in a shock. He was in a great shock, and he was very frustrated. He did not know that what really had happened, because he has been waiting for Arshak to come and meet him, because he had come to the country after 10 years. But he couldn't believe his eyes. He couldn't believe to hear that Arshak is back now. So he was really very hurt. He was heartbroken. He could not understand what has happened. And finally, he gets back to his work. And as he works in an orchard, he gets back to his work.